Hi, it's Amy from the Ross Farm, and I am really excited to talk about my World of Wool mystery box that we have this year for Tour de Fleece. Now, I am going to participate in Tour de Fleece. I do not have a team. I am not on a team. I am just kind of going rogue. You know me, I'm a rebel. I don't need a team. I'm just going to have my own goals and just try to spin every day that the Tour de Fleece is going on. I've had a team in the past, but this year we just couldn't quite get it together. There's a lot of moving parts in my world right now, and it just seemed like another crazy pants thing. But if I can just put in maybe 15 or 20 minutes a day to hit the goals that I've set for myself during Tour de Fleece, it will turn a lot of fiber into yarn, which can then be hats, which can keep my very bald partner very warm this winter. And everything that I point to, everything that I show him, he immediately goes, and so it looks like he's going to have a lot of hats this year. And that's cool. So, very exciting. Back in May, the World of Wool launched a mystery box for Tour de Fleece, and it was barely even publicized, but the first 100 boxes sold out in 5 hours. So they made another 100 boxes for the people on the wait list from the first 100 boxes. So I was able to get one, and I feel very, very blessed that I did because a lot of people would have liked that, and a lot of people didn't get to participate. So that being said, the box came. This is the box here from World of Wool. It is not as detailed as their advent calendar boxes have been, but I think it's going to be very cool nonetheless. There is a very professionally produced booklet inside, which is what I expect from them. This was not expensive for the box, but the shipping and the customs were crazy pants. So actually, this box ended up being almost 3 times the cost of the box after the shipping, which I think was more than the box, and the customs, which I also think was more than the box. So if this is something that we enjoy this year, I'm going to try to talk to my person at World of Wool and see if maybe I can import several of them for pre-order on the website for next year, because that's what we did. That's what we did with the advent calendars. So this is really cool. There is the wonderful booklet, and then there are 6 different fiber containers in here. Each one of these is different, and there are 6 of them. I'm guessing there are 6 stages to Tour de Fleece. I'm not 100% sure, but we have 6 of those, and they put up a photo on the website of the 6 blends, but of course they did it in black and white, so we can't tell what they actually look like. But you can see they're called Enjoy It, Espionage, the Golden Fleece, A Clue, Imitation, and Simplicity. So I'm really, really excited to get moving with this, and I really kind of want to start opening them now. But I'm going to wait till tomorrow. So the cool thing is they have an audio file that they upload to the World of Wool website for each of these clues, each of these fiber blends. And the first one went up today, which was the introduction. So I will pop the website in the description for this video down below. So if you want to go to the website and listen to the very British gentleman read us a story, we will do that. Let me just tell you what's inside here. So the first page, which is really cool, says the case of the Golden Fleece. It is the evening before the Tour de France Grand Depart. A member of the World of Wool team has been tasked with delivering the new blend, the Golden Fleece, to the pavilion in Barcelona ahead of its grand reveal. But all is not as it seems. Join us as we embark on our first Tour de Fleece adventure. Follow the clues and spin the blends. Will you work out who done it before the end of the race? I like this. How it works. This booklet contains information about each of the suspects, which may or may not help you to identify the culprit. Listen along to voice clues as our team member talks through their discoveries during the Tour de France. The introduction will be released at 5 p.m. GMT on July 3rd. That's today, and it already was. And voice clues will be released at 8 a.m. GMT on the following days. Stage 1, 4th July, Stage 6, 9th July, Stage 10th, 14th July, Stage 15, 19th July, Stage 19, 24th July, Stage 24, 21, 26th July. You can listen to these on their social media, and there's a link to the website. So those are the 6 days after today that I will be bringing you one of the blends. So then when you turn the page, it says spoilers. The following pages contain details about the characters and blends you'll hear about. Read on and draw your own conclusions based on what you see and hear. You can discuss the case on the Ravelry group, and please make sure that any potential spoilers are hidden, as not everyone is super a speedy sleuth. The blends section may contain spoilers and potentially the name and the contents of the blends. Are they spoilers or are they clues? So it has a list of the suspects, and I will. I think I'll read to you about the list of suspects because we need to think about this. So there's Oliver the Dyer. He says, I can't stand plain. Simple, yes, but plain, no. A splash of Keller is something everyone can agree on. An expert dyer, Oliver is quiet and methodical with impeccable record keeping. He prefers experimental fibers and technical curiosity rather than impulsive decisions, often on the periphery of conversations and social circles, but ever present. Then there's Rachel, the journalist, and her quote is, I know everyone in the wool world. If someone wants information, they come to me, and if I want information, I go and find it. Observant and persistent, Rachel is quick to spot a story in the making. Through her reporting of the fiber world, she has become adept in the craft, but won't admit it. She makes everything her business, often towing a fine line of confidentiality. All right. So then there's Arthur the collector. His quote is, I call it a collection, not a stash. Just because I have it doesn't mean I have to use it. Some of it is just too beautiful. I think we all feel like Arthur. Drawn to Keller's statement and bold pieces, Arthur wants to be the first to know about all new releases. He never holds back an opinion, whether it is wanted or not, but is happy to share his knowledge when asked. Okay. Then there's Charlotte the spinner. Her quote is, I spin competitively. I don't waste my time with misprepared fiber. If it isn't good, I'm not interested. She sounds like a peach. It's focused and determined. Charlotte is an expert spinner who prides herself in being one of the best at what she does. Always striving for perfection and new fibers to test her skills, she doesn't have time for people less dedicated than herself. Then there is Tom the shepherd. His quote is, I've just taken on my family's flock. We've never bothered with wool before. Maybe we've been missing out. I meet a lot of those people. I met a lot of those people at Black Sheep, and they are my favorite kind, actually. Quiet and unassuming, Tom is much more at home with his flock than on the road in France. In recent discovery of his fleece quality has launched him into a world of possibility and a clip that's much more lucrative than first thought. I wonder what it is. That's interesting. Then there is Poppy the apprentice. Her quote is, I may still be learning, but I've got big aspirations. In order to be the best, you need to learn from them. That's true. Determined and curious, Poppy is working to make a name for herself in the fiber world. She absorbs information and details, using it to create her own fiber blends, some more successful than others. This seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. I am so excited, and I am so glad that tomorrow is the day for the first clue, because I really want to tear into at least one of these little containers. I have my trusty Hansen Classic Nut Pro, and I've got my Acreworks flat pack bobbins, and I'm getting ready to put my e-spinner together here and be ready to spin the first sample. So that's going to be tomorrow, and I'm so excited to get that underway. And I should say we are coming to you someplace different for the today and yesterday and tomorrow. We are actually on the road in Ocean City, Maryland, actually technically outside of Ocean City, Maryland, in a little town called Berlin. And John and I just ran away for a few days over the 4th of July holiday because we realized a couple of weeks ago that this was the only period of time that he and I were going to be able to take a couple of days off when I didn't have someplace to be and he didn't have someplace to be. So we ran away from home. And this is us testing out the mobile studio equipment that he has put together, and hopefully everything turns out really well. Yesterday we had a couple of little hiccups, and the blooper reel could be very interesting if somebody ever gets their hands on it. Let's just say we recorded the whole thing yesterday before realizing that there is a button on his Surface that turns everything into Minnie Mouse. So I was all the way through the first recording yesterday before we discovered that everything I said was like really, really fast and really, really high and terrible. So we had to record all over again. So this is how we're figuring things out. Hopefully we'll be able to do a lot more from the road after we get the bugs worked out of this. But these three little mini episodes are going to be super fun. So, anyways, I will see you tomorrow with the first clue, and you can follow me on Facebook at Ross Farm Fibers, on Instagram at Ross Farm, YouTube Ross Farm Fibers. Please remember to like, share, and comment on this video so that it feeds the algorithm and gets us up to the point that we need to be. And if you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below in the comment section, or you can email me at info@therossfarm.com. And I will see you tomorrow.